Great to see you here again. This is a new video of the Math Survival Guide offered to you by the Ceuster Academy. My name is Luc de Ceuster, founder of the Ceuster Academy, and in this video I will show you some examples how we can apply the special product formulas that we have defined before. But before continuing, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. Let's have a look at the first example. The first example is 5x plus 3 to the square. So when we look at 5x plus 3 to the square, we can say that 5x is a in the previous formulas and 3 is equal to b. So when we apply that formula, a squared plus 2ab plus b to the square, we now replace a and b in this expression. So first, a to the square is 5x to the square. Then we have 2 times 5x times 3, it's 2ab. And we add b to the square, which is 3 to the square. We calculate this, so 5x to the square becomes 25x to the square, plus 30x, 2 times 5 times 3. And the last number is 9. The result of this is 5x plus 3 to the square is 25x to the square plus 30x plus 9. Example 2, here we're going to look at the formula 4x plus 2i to the third power. We start again with 4x plus 2y, and here we find that a is 4x and 2y is equal to b. When we go back to the formula, the special product formula that we determined before, we can say that this is a to the third plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b to the third. We replace a by 4x, so we find 4x to the third power plus 3 times 4x to the square, and we replace b with 2y, so we have 3 times 4x to the square times 2y plus 3 times 4x times 2y to the power 2, and finally 2y to the power 3. So now what remains is to calculate those numbers exactly. So we find 4 to the power 3 is 64. Then we find as first term 64x to the power 3. Then we have 3 times 16 times 2, which is equal to 96. And we have x to the square times y. So the second term is 96x to the square times y. The third term, we have 3 times 4 times 2 to the square, which gives us 48. We have x and y to the square, so the third term is 48x y to the square. And the last term, we have 2 to the power 3, which is 8. Y to the power 3 is y to the power 3, of course. And we find for the last term 8y to the power 3. The result of this calculation using the special product formulas is that 4x plus 2y to the third power is equal to 64x to the third plus 96 times x to the square times y plus 48 xy square plus 8y to the third power. In example 3, we are going to look at the difference of squares. We are going to look at the expression of 159 to the square minus 169 to the square. So we start again from this point. We say that 159 is equal to a and 169 is b. And now we can say that we have this formula, the special product formula, a squared minus b squared is equal to a minus b times a plus b. So we have a minus b is 159 minus 169, and a plus b is 159 plus 169. We can do the calculation here. We can see immediately that 159 minus 169 is minus 10. And when we go to 159 plus 169, I say 159 is 160 minus 1, and 169 is 160 plus 9, which makes the calculation a little bit easier because we have 320 plus 8, which is equal to 328. And we can complete the formula now. So we see that 159 to the square minus 169 to the square can be written as minus 10 times 328, which gives us minus 3280. The result, 159 to the square minus 169 to the square is minus 3280. It's a very interesting simplification, and we will use it later in some other exercises. Our last example, example 4, is about the sum or the difference of cubes, and here I look at 15 to the power 3 minus 9 to the power 3. We start again by identifying a and b, so 15 is equal to a and 9 is equal to b. We know that the special product formula in this case gives us that a to the third minus b to the third is a minus b multiplied with a squared plus ab plus b to the square, and we replace a and b in this formula. So we find first 15 minus 9, which is a minus b, and then we have a squared plus ab plus b to the square, where we find 15 to the square plus 15 times 9 plus 9 to the square. We find 15 to the square is 225. 15 times 9 is 150 minus 15. 15 times 10, and we subtract 15, so it's an easier calculation, or we subtract 10%. And 9 squared is equal to 81. So we find 50 minus 9 is 6, and then we can add the numbers here, so we find that this is 225 plus 135 plus 81. This is equal to 441, so we find that this is equal to 6 times 441, which gives us 2646. The result of this, we can summarize here that 15 to the power 3 minus 9 to the power 3 is equal to 2646. So these were 4 examples of the different special product formulas that we have defined in the previous videos. That's it for this video. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye bye.